Are you guys looking to pick up a hobby or a skill this summer that doesn't require you to be outside in the summer heat because it's hot? It's hot out here. Well, I have the platform for you. They're gonna turn your I wish I could and I really want to's into I made it happen. I'm currently doing it. I wanna give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, which is Skillshare. You guys already know I am so familiar with Skillshare and I'm gonna talk about them until I can't talk about them anymore. If you're unfamiliar, Skillshare is the largest online learning community that features a wide variety of classes led by industry pros across various industries. Now, if you know me, you know. I'm always looking for opportunities to sharpen my craft and dabble in hobbies that would naturally be more challenging for me because I love a challenge, okay? The moment I'm challenged, the moment I'm invested. I am currently taking a class right now called Social Media Content Creation in Canva, led by Maggie Stara. And when I tell you it's so informative, I mean, I've been using Canva for years and it's been exposing me to all these cool hidden features that I didn't even know that Canva had. Skillshare also has learning paths, which are perfect for people who are picking up a hobby or a skill from scratch. These handpicked classes are to be taken in order as they build on one another and reinforce the previous lesson. If you guys are interested in checking out Skillshare, the first 500 people to use my link down below in the description box will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Thank you so much to Skillshare for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Hello, welcome back to another vlog. You know, first of all, we're just jumping in. Hello, I'm sorry. My mind is all over the place. It's a million places all at once. This is the first time that I've been out of my house in 3 days. This is the first time that I've breathed fresh air, that I've seen the outside of my apartment in 3 days. I am, you know, going through my little post breakup or whatever you want to call it. And I still don't feel great, but I'm tired of feeling bad. I'm tired of feeling just so down and not like myself. So today is the day that I'm getting myself back together again, okay? Or today's a start, okay? Because God is slowly piecing me together, one piece at a time. But me, I need to get up and do my part. I cannot just wallow around my apartment and think that I'm gonna feel better. I can't just lay there in silence and just waste entire days, because that has been what it was been. And you know, it was cute, it was fine for a hot second, but it's old now and I'm forcing myself to get up. Yeah, that's just really, you know, this is how it's been going for me lately. I've been allowing myself to feel all of my emotions, allowing myself to process this grief, heartache. This is new territory for me. I've never really been shaken like this. So it's just a lot of like replaying in my mind, like things that were said, and it doesn't help. It doesn't help that he didn't take it that well. And I like live with that in my mind and I just feel so horrible, but I'm like, it's gotta be God. It's got to be God at the center. And there is no compromising on where God is being placed. I cannot put my man or anything on the throne where God should be seated. And that's where it was going. And I was like, run it back. So yeah, your girl is trying to get her life back together again. I thank all of you guys for your encouraging words. I've gotten so many comments, I've gotten so many DMs, I've gotten so many emails. Like the emails really actually surprised me because I really didn't feel like people looked at my email like down below in my description bar, but like I got a lot of emails and y'all are just speaking to me and encouraging me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I really need it because these last few days have been atrocious, okay? But you know what? We can't keep your girl down too long. We're not going to do it. So right now, I don't know if you can see, that's definitely somebody's car, so you can't see. I'm in the parking lot of Target because I haven't had an appetite for anything. And but the one thing that I do have like some sort of craving for is Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. So I'm on a mission today to get that so that I can nourish my body because I haven't eaten in a few days. Yesterday, I was really trying. I really tried. It did not go well. So yeah, I'm going to honor the craving that my body has and we're gonna go get some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I also need to get some more almond milk and I also need to see if they have this Nespresso, not Nespresso, if they have the Nescafe, is it Nescafe? Nescafe? The instant coffee, but I want the espresso one. I want to see, I've been seeing like all these videos on TikTok about people making like their iced lattes at home using espresso. And I'm almost out of my Nespresso pod. So I'm like, it might as well just, you know, get something that's a little bit more effective right now until I can, you know, afford to get more Nespresso pods. Cause they're like $50. When they come in a pack of 3, they're like $50. I'm like, yeah. So yeah, this is it. This is her. This is me. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't know what this vlog is gonna look like, okay? The last few days have looked like just up and down and up and down, and I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm grateful, I'm bitter. Like, it's so many things, just so many things. And I truly just am like, I don't know what we're looking like here, but I'm attempting to pick myself back up again and just do all of the things that make me feel better, that are gonna help me get back to my healed self. So yeah, let's go into Target. Let's grab a couple, 2-3 things. And I mean a couple, 2-3 things, because like we're moving in a few weeks, which I'm so not prepared for, but I also need to make sure that I'm like, you know, condensing my finances so I can make sure I have everything that I need for this move. So let's go in here, let's grab some stuff, and then we can go home and maybe try to eat something. I did not know that they had the minis, but they only have the minis in a family size. But I feel like I want a regular one, so maybe I'll get one of these ones. And then nah, let me just stick to what I know. Let me stick to what I know. Yeah. Wait, when did they start? I'm so confused, but when did they start doing this? Vanilla cream filled cinnamon toast crunch. That's insane. Oh, they have minis of these too. I did not know. I don't be shopping for cereal. Wow, minis. That's new. So they ended up not having the iced coffee or the instant coffee that I wanted, the espresso one. So I think I'm just gonna get this here, and then that'll be it. We literally came for milk and cinnamon toast crunch, I guess. This is probably the cheapest Target run I've ever had in my life, but that's all right. Okay. Hear me out. They have the Chef Boyardee ravioli, the beef ravioli, for $1.29 here. So I feel like it would be irresponsible for me not to get 3. Because like CVS really played in my face with that whole $3.19. No. Now we can leave. So I'm out of Target, and I literally went in for what I came for. Wait, did I say that right? I got what I came for. So I got my cinnamon toast crunch, some almond milk, and then, oh, my bonus items. I got 3 cans of the Chef Boyardee beef raviolis, because I just feel like that was really a steal. Because the highway robbery that is CVS charging $3.19 a can, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's actually kind of hot outside right now. It says that it's 80 degrees, but I really feel like it's more like 90 degrees. I might go sit by the pool today, but I still have Rachel, so like I don't know if I just like want to be outside and be bothered like that. I don't know. But yeah, let's go home and let's try to eat something. I'm not like super hungry. Like the thought of eating actually is making me sick, but I also feel like my stomach is already sick because I haven't eaten, you know? So let's go home and let's see what we can get into for the day. I definitely know that when I get in this house, I want to clean my living room, and I need to learn my music for tomorrow. So that will be the 2 tasks at hand that we need to get done today. And I also might do a little bit of like self-care. I wanted to wash my hair today, but I don't really know if that's, actually that could be something that we do. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But let's get in the house. Hold on. Good morning. It's the next day. I didn't film anything yesterday. My voice feels all scratchy and I don't really have a lot of time because I have to be to church in like less than an hour. But yesterday I came home, I learned my music, and then I was just on the phone like literally all day. Like I got nothing that I needed to get done except for learning my music. But I'm about to have my cereal and I'm very excited. I didn't even have any yesterday because I just couldn't bring myself to eat. But today we're gonna eat. We're gonna do it together. Cheers. I am not hungry right now, but it's hitting nonetheless. The ice cube just does it for me every time. I always have to add an ice cube to my cereal because I feel like the milk on its own does not get cold enough. I will say, last night I did like a little Bible study and I was studying Psalm 147:3, I think, and then it was also Psalm 34:18, and it talked about how God is near to the brokenhearted and he will bind up their wounds. And I'm like, please be close to me, Lord. I really feel like I have grown because ever since like everything had ended, all I've done is like pray for him. And that's growth for me because usually I'm like, God, please, my heart is so broken. I'm like, yeah, my heart is broken, but like, I really need you to reveal yourself to him. And it's crazy just how much better I feel this morning. Like I still have like, when I wake up, I don't know, there's like this like sickening feeling in my stomach. Like, oh my gosh, I'm awake. More feelings. But today I actually feel a little bit better. So we bless God for that. I've never been a cereal milk drinker, but I just feel like it's kind of criminal to just like waste this milk. And if I had coffee right now, I'd probably use it for coffee, but we're just gonna, you know, get rid of it. But cereal was great. Now we need to go ahead and get ready for church.
Hey y'all, what's up y'all? It's been a long time.
It has. How you been?
I'm gonna drop a vlog soon. I've been horrible, but I'm doing that.
Two. Let's fast forward a couple of hours. Church was so good. Church was so good. Oh my goodness. I just feel a freedom today. I just feel such like a weight lifted off of me, and church just, whew, got me all the way together. Now it's 2:40 right now, and I just pulled up at Joelle's house because Steph is in town, and we are going to the pool. We're going to Joelle's pool, so let me text her and let her know she can come help me get this pizza because I had to go grab their food since it was on my side of town. But yeah, so I got them their pizza, and then I had just like food that I have meal prepped. You know, budgeting when you're moving is like we cannot be spending money on takeout. So I bought this meal prepped salad, and honestly it's good because this will be the last meal prep, and now I can go ahead and at like tomorrow, and I'm starting fresh again because I definitely need to cook, and I'll be cooking after work. I was gonna go to the grocery store today, but I decided to instead just come hang out with the girls, just so I wasn't like in my head left to my own thoughts. So yeah, so we're about to go in here, hang out at the pool, and then we'll figure out where the day takes us. Here at the girlies. Say hi to the girlies. And my little noonie. Look at my girlies. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. I'm hungry. This is so beautiful. Here you go. A lactate. Thank you. Lactate sisters. Yes.
Time to that.
Didn't we? Yeah, we did.
I'm one.
Hmm?
I thought God's good.
God is good. Yes, he is. All the time.
It's a song. Song simply says. I was like, come on, bud, get up.
Get up, please. Get up. We're out at the pool. Women. Vloggers. Hey, vlog. Vlog crossover. It's a crossover.
It's a
Oh.
It's a crossover. It's a crossover.
What is like Jimmy Neutron and Fairly Odd Parents?
Yes. Like when they used to do the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody and like vlog crossover. It feels good right here.
I know, because the sun is just beaming, but it's
And
like
then the
perfect
water is
balance.
like not too cold. It actually feels cooler this
I think
time.
I'm gonna have this one after.
Yeah. I was like, you got in with your cover up?
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
Crazy. A funeral. Wait.
No, as soon as I hit him, he was like,
casket shot. Casket shot.
is he still doing that?
Is he? Yeah. I don't know. Where was he at? I don't know. It's her trying to be all up in your camera. You know what?
I was trying to go around the other side. Harlem Shake. Harlem Shake. Harlem Shake.
Hey, 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 hey.
Uh-huh.
Ow, 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 ow. Sorry. I was trying to like not fall backwards.
You see her trying to kill Rihanna in this picture.
This is about the second
Y'all
event.
see this?
This is the second event.
What is happening?
Ladies, leave your man at home.
And we was like,
So,
actually,
we was
this
like-
trip is giving leave your man at
It's
home.
giving that. So then we would just randomly be like, ladies, and then everybody, leave your man at home. So it's giving anytime we, have to do a girls' activity, go out. It's giving ladies.
Well, I mean, we don't have no men to leave it.
It
doesn't matter. We
So
don't
it's
have no
fine.
men. We ain't have no men then.
Oh. Well, perfect.
Ladies, see your man at home.
Hey.
The club is full of ballers and that pocket's full grown.
Because it's 11:30 and the club is jumping.
Marco
This is
Polo
true.
hits though. I ain't
Oh,
even
it
gonna hold you.
does.
We should play it. We should play. God dang, 30 years old playing Marco Polo. I said we should play Marco Polo.
You know what?
Just so cute.
You love a flamingo.
Do you really? I didn't know that.
That's my favorite animal. You know why?
my
Because when we went to Dallas and I first saw, so my favorite color is like bright coral.
Uh-huh.
And I never knew, I always thought flamingos were like this kind of pink.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I ever saw like bright coral flamingos. And I was like, I'm in love.
I'm in love. It's crazy.
love. I'm like, God, you really made an animal my favorite color.
Favorite
Like, you're-
animal.
But like, imagine like the creativity to make a bird, like a
That
big,
color.
bright coral bird. Like what? Like the creativity of God.
Because
is
it's like
wild.
a peacock, and like the
Peacock.
different like.
Yes, the feathers.
Yeah, I'm like
Even like a leopard or something, how it's perfectly like
Literally.
placed.
hello.
Well,
God
you know
is
what you
just
about
so
to say.
creative.
Mighty out of works in your head. Mighty out of works in your head. Mighty out. Oh, I ain't never told Rhea about that.
You sure did.
Don't laugh at me.
Okay.
She's going. The point is to laugh.
Woo, mighty. Hey, hey. It was how all of us carried on today. I see that video of the little boy. He want to get baptized, but he changed his mind.
Yes.
Mick going down, and he like,
How do you change your mind?
he's like,
No. You guys, this is the most beautiful, like, look at this look. I told y'all I was gonna give y'all a little mini tour. And look at this mirror. First of all, you gotta be in here to see it, but Joelle's house is such a vibe.
You say so.
I think it's great. I think it's, look at the table. Just look at this, just staged, just ready. Just ready. This is just so good to me. Look how big these flowers are. I want these.
Beautiful.
I want them. This is so good. This right here is doing it for me. This right here. This whole thing. I'm back in the house. It's 7 o'clock. Well, 6:55, but we rounding. I'm about to have a movie night with Jay, and I'm honestly just so excited. Today really filled me up, being able to go to church and then be with the girls and just like hang out with them. Just community is so important. It's so important, especially when you're going through. It's like, okay? But just being with my girls and just like hanging out with them, being in the sun. I know you guys see I'm a little bit more chocolate, okay? I know you see it. I know you see it. And if you don't, just hush. Shh. Feed my Delulu, please. But yeah, so I got a nice little tan, had a nice time outside in the pool. I came home and I showered, I straightened up my living room, and then I also just like ran the dishwasher because I just felt like I didn't want to go into the week with just like a cluttered kitchen and then also like a cluttered living room. But also I'm gonna watch my movie in the living room tonight, and I wanted to be in there and I just couldn't be in there if it was just gonna stay in the state that it was in. So I like vacuumed and like wiped everything down, fixed the couch, like fixed the pillows and the couch and stuff. So Jay's gonna call me probably around 7 o'clock, which is in 3 minutes, but I want to make some ice cream. Or I want to make some ice cream. Girl, what are you even saying? I want to make ice cream. No, I want to have ice cream as my snack. So I have these little waffle bowls. This is greedy, right? This is big back energy. Yes, big back energy. Because not me wanting to eat the bowl too. Waffle bowl, which is actually crazy because I'm actually not like a waffle cone girly unless it's dipped in chocolate. I should make some and like dip them in chocolate and then put the little sprinkles on the outside. Why did I think about that? Anyway, so I'm about to do my little ice cream sundae, and it just feels so good to like feel better. I'm gonna put this on a plate so it's not just like on the counter. Even though my counters are clean, you know, it just feels so much better to feel better, like to not be in a funk anymore. And like, I know. Okay. All right. That was so uncalled for. Yeah, it just feels better to be not 100%. I'm not 100%. I'm still like sad, but it's not like debilitating sad anymore. Like I know that I can like leave my house tomorrow and be okay. I'm just gonna do like, they're not like real scoops. I'm just gonna do like 2. Yeah. The ice cream that I'm having is the Tillamook chocolate peanut butter. It's actually pretty good. I've had it for the last couple of weeks and it's pretty good. I wish there was more peanut butter in it though. Like that's my only request. Everything else is fine. I could do with a little bit more peanut butter. That's just me though. Especially if it's like peanut butter is in the name. It's like, where is the peanut butter? Is the peanut butter in the room with us? I have some of these favorite day chocolate chip cookie dough snacks. Like you're supposed to keep them in the freezer. I'm just gonna do like a couple of them. This is giving very much big back energy. That's okay because I'm going back to the gym tomorrow. I have decided that like I need to be in the gym more than what I've been. It's time, it's crunch time. We need to get together. I've been maintaining my weight loss really well. I'm still sitting at like a solid 178 right now, and I'm almost 5'10", so I feel like that's like a good place to be. But now I feel like I just like really need to speed up this process just a little bit more. I feel like I need like 20 more pounds to go and I think I'll be okay. So we'll just have to get the big back energy out of the way first. And then I'm also putting on top this Stonewall Kitchen dark chocolate and sea salt caramel sauce. Just a little bit. A little drizzle, you know, nothing crazy. Okay, maybe another one. Maybe another one wouldn't hurt. Yes, she is gorgeous. I'm about to eat the spoon too. Look at how beautiful she is. Wow. No, that's a sundae. I know the lighting's kind of trash because it's backlit behind me, but there's just really nothing I can do about that at this time. But let's try our sundae together because it looks bomb. Oh yeah, you can have the first bite. Go ahead. Probably not gonna eat this whole thing. However, she's good. I wonder what movie we're gonna watch tonight. I've been watching Twilight. Twilight is my go-to feel good series, and I don't know why, because a lot of it I feel like is sad. For the last couple of days, I was feeling like Bella in New Moon when she's sitting in the window for like months, and the song is like, there's a possibility. That was literally me. I was having a Bella, I'm in my Bella era. She was trying to get over Edward because he left her. Your girl was down bad, but I feel really good. I actually watched all of the Twilight movies like over the last 3 days, the whole saga almost twice. But I'm not gonna make Jalen sit and watch that because I know that's not what she's into, so it's okay. I kind of want to watch, y'all, I've been seeing this movie. I hope it pops up on here so I can see it. Oh, of course it's not on here. It's on Prime Video. It's Tyler Perry's Divorce in the Black. First of all, okay, when I tell you I was a Medea stan, but not the Medea like the movies, Medea the plays, you know, when they're wigs and like the mics was like all dangling in their face or like really, really wonky underneath the wig, like those plays, that's what I was into. Tyler Perry, I was a Tyler Perry fan through and through. These movies though that he's been putting out. Like, first of all, I couldn't imagine trying out for a part. The role is Charles McCarter. And fast forward like 20 years later and everybody still hates him. I can't unsee it. Like, that man who played Charles McCarter, and you're probably such a nice man. He's probably such a nice individual, but I can't see past the character. And don't even get me started on Michael Ealy, because let me tell you something. I might ruffle a couple of feathers. However, I was talking to the girls today, and Raven was like, oh, I do not tolerate any Michael Ealy slander. And I'm like, that's the man that threw them kids over the balcony in For Colored Girls. I cannot forgive him. I can't watch him in nothing. And I'm like, he's probably so great. He's probably so nice. I'ma just see you over there throwing them kids over the balcony. Oh my gosh. But Tyler Perry, like, I really want to watch this movie, but I've been hearing mixed reviews, and I'm like, Tyler, please don't do this to me, because it's getting harder and harder to defend you, sir. It's 10 after 7, Jalen, what you doing? Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna just be here for a little bit, and if she ends up not calling, then I'm gonna do some Bible study time. I'm gonna still do Bible study regardless, but probably get back on camera and do a little Bible study or something. I'm ready to start studying a new book, so maybe that's what I'll do tonight. We'll see. Okay, fast forward. I do this every time. 2 days, fast forward 2 days. So today's Tuesday. I just got back in the house from work. I had to teach summer school today, and today actually was a really good day. I feel like where I began this vlog is a completely different headspace, perspective, heart posture that I was in prior to now. I definitely feel like I'm in a different space right now. I feel more encouraged, mainly because I'm back like heavily in my word. And I hate to admit that I had kind of been sporadic in my studies. I think trying to designate time to your partner, it kind of did shift the dynamic, my dynamic with God. Not that I didn't need him or anything, but like my studies weren't as in depth or as frequent. So that's something that I definitely am trying to get back to, so that it is really just something that is a part of my everyday life. Like, I don't want to say going through the motions and making it a habit, but it also is a habit. I don't want to do it out of habit. I want to do it because I want to do it. I want to further my relationship with God, but I definitely want to make sure that I'm like more solidified just in my studies, because I feel like the moment I open my Bible, I feel better. I do, and I don't know why I seem to just forget that. I don't know. But last we talked, I had a movie night with Jay, but we ended up not watching a movie. We watched the show called Evil Lives Here, and it's kind of like a crime documentary that we really like to watch, so we watched that. And then yesterday, I'll make this real brief because I'm gonna end this vlog because I feel like it's kind of long. Yesterday, I finally watched Tyler Perry's Divorce in the Black, and why did I like it? Why did I like it? I had lots of questions. I think I was like 5 minutes into the movie and I was like, Tyler, please, if you watch the funeral scene, then you already know. For those of you guys who haven't watched it, I think you should watch it. But that funeral scene sent me. Oh my gosh, it sent me. I definitely really liked the movie though. Like, on a scale from 1 to 10, I think it was like a 6. That might be generous, but I personally myself thought it was going to be way worse. Corey Hardrick, is that how you say his last name? Tia Mowry's ex-husband? Crazy self. He played his part a little too well, and I don't like when characters do that, because then I really don't like them in real life, and it's like, Brianna, that's not fair. That's really not fair. But anyway, you know, that's just kind of the price you pay when you're an actor. He played his part too good. I need a few days to kind of just like forgive him a little bit, because he really, yeah. But anyway, so I did a Bible study the other night, and I actually read it in 7 different translations, because I was like, oh no, like I'm deep diving. And it was just a story that everybody's heard of, the story of God asking Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac in Genesis chapter 22. And I was like, no, I'm determined. I knew I was getting into a deep dive. So I read it in all these translations, and I just wanted to see, just like, God, how do I see your character? One thing in this next portion of my journey, I'm really trying to see God as my father. And so I'm really trying to be intentional about reading his word, seeing his character, but seeing that fatherly character in him as well, like through the text. And so I was really intentional about it when I was reading, and I wanted to read it in every single translation that I could find. Well, the ones that like I can actually understand without it distorting the message too much. And when I just tell you, it's just so good. It's just so good. I have a couple of notes that I kind of wanted to share. So if you're not familiar, just a little backstory on it. Abraham and Sarah, they were promised a son from God, and it took a long time, and Abraham's wife was very, very old. They tried to do things their own way, you know, Hagar, all the things. They tried to do it their own way, and even though he gets children trying to do it their way, it wasn't the promised son. And so God finally delivers on the promise, which he always does. So reminder to self, God always, if he promised it, if he spoke it to you, it's on assignment to return to him as complete. Like anything that God says, anything that God has promised you, if he said it to you, it's on assignment to return to him. Is done. It is so. Sarah has a son. Name him Isaac. And in Genesis chapter 22, God commands Abraham to sacrifice his son. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna tell you this mountain where you need to go. Go ahead and journey over there, and I'll reveal to you the place where you're gonna sacrifice your son, but I want you to sacrifice your promised son, the son that you love. I say that, the son that you love, because in every translation that I read, it always, whenever it referred to Abraham's son Isaac, they always said the son that he loved. And so one of the major things that I got from this story, which is something that I already knew, but God will test your commitment and faith to him to see if you really trust and believe in him. Now, I have to think about being in Abraham's shoes, because it says in the text that God gave that command, and then the next morning he woke up early, made his preparations, and they went. Like, he wasted no time. And it's so interesting to me, because I feel like if I waited so long for that promise and God told me to sacrifice it, what would my headspace be? What would my attitude be? What would my heart posture be like? Because that's a big ask. So that was basically the first question, like, what is my heart posture? What will it be if God asks me to sacrifice my promise? What if he asked you to sacrifice your promise, to surrender it to him, to give it back? How do you navigate that season? How do you navigate that situation? So I was looking and reading and thinking heavily, like, what would I do? Would I move at the same quickness that Abraham did? Because he wasted no time. God called out to him and was like, where are you? I want you to do this. And he was like, okay, let's do it. Abraham, he takes 2 servants and he takes his son Isaac, and they're journeying to the place where God is gonna call them, to this mountain. When Abraham sees it, he tells his 2 servants, like, y'all stay here. Me and the boy are gonna go worship. So my second question to myself was, could I worship in the place of a sacrifice? Because he says, me and the boy are gonna go worship, but he knows that that is the very place that he has to sacrifice his son, sacrifice the thing that he loves the most, sacrifice his promise. And it's like, can I worship in that space? It makes me further question, do I love God more than the promise, more than that thing? Could I place it at his feet and still worship? I'm not talking small things, like the things that need to, like, I don't wanna say low priority or like low in value, but it's the big things. Those things that we're so attached to, the thing that is that one thing, or those 2 things that you are praying for. Like for me, for a long time, it was me wanting to be a wife, me finding my kingdom spouse. And that was a hard thing to surrender to God. And if God wanted me to give that back to him, could I do it and still worship? The answer is yes, because I know that God never takes something away without restoration in the end. Like, God will always restore it. And we see that in the book of Job. God stripped Job of everything. In the end, he restores to him more than what he lost, more than what he had the first time. And so it's like, I have to remember that, like, if God is asking me to give it back, he just wants to see, like, have I placed the promise on that throne where God should be seated? And it should never be that. And if it's in that space, he has to remove it. Back to the story. Abraham is obedient. He and the son, they go over to the place where they're gonna sacrifice. Abraham's son is like, hey dad, like, we are on our way. We have the fire, we have the wood, we have all the things. Where is the lamb that we're supposed to sacrifice? And Abraham tells Isaac that God will provide the sacrifice for the burnt offering. And they get up there and they start setting up the fire. And then Abraham ties up his son and he puts him, he puts him where he's about to sacrifice him. And then the angel of the Lord calls out to Abraham and he basically tells him, do not harm him. Do not place a hand on him. Because you did not withhold your son from me, I know that you truly fear the Lord. And he basically provides a ram that's like stuck in the thicket, and he goes and he sacrifices the animal. And Abraham, he names the mountain, the Lord will provide, or on the mountain of the Lord, it will be seen and provided. And that's just so crazy, because God always provides. Even if we feel like we are out of options, even if it feels like it's bleak and there's nothing that we see, we don't see anything happening on our behalf, we don't physically see it, God will always provide. I think in my current experience, it's like at first I was feeling like it was such a loss. Like, God, why do you want to take this from me? And God simply had to reveal to me that as a parent, as a father, why would he allow something to be present in my life that was gonna pull me away from him, that was going to end up in hurt and leading me into destruction? He simply had to say to me, like, my intention, my job is to not take everything away from you. Because sometimes I feel like he just be like, nope, 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 give it here. And when you're used to just hearing no, it's like, oh gosh, please. But what I saw in that is a father who knows my worth, who knows exactly what I need and intends to provide the very thing that I need, the very person that I need. And so just remembering that God will provide. If he's taking something away from you, it's because he intends on bringing better into your life. And just remembering that God has plans to prosper us. He's not trying to take away. And I'm just really glad that I was able to reread this story, because I've heard it a million times. I read it a few times and it didn't hit like this until now, because I'm like, okay, God is a God that restores. My Heavenly Father is a Father that restores. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave y'all off there because I feel like this is really, really long. But yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Also be sure to turn on your post notifications. That way you can be notified every time I drop a new video. And until next time, babes, I'll see you in my next.